Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for Detour 26, and this is Crypt of the Necrodancer. So, Crypt of the Necrodancer is a rhythm-based dungeon crawler, as well as a roguelite. It was developed by Brace Yourself Games, and it was published by Cly, as well as Brace Yourself Games itself. Cly has made a number of other interesting games, which we may look at in the future as well. It was released in 2015 during April, and it's been around for a while. It has a DLC pack that adds some more content called Amplified. I do not have that. This is the base game, and I have unlocked most of the things. Yeah, there are some things. I think that may have been added because I think I had unlocked everything here previously. But as you can see, I jump around in these tiles, which is pretty standard. But let's find the Beastmaster here, and we can have a quick look at an enemy, for example, a zombie. Let's pick that. So as you can see, we have a rhythm at the bottom, and if I just spam left, you'll see that there's a bunch of failed moves, and basically I can only move in time with the rhythm, and it is probably something that you'll need to practice before you can get it. And as you can see, the zombie is a pretty simple enemy. It basically just jumps back and forth or wanders in a straight line, and then as it hits an obstacle, it bounces back or turns around. It won't seek me out in any kind of way, unlike other enemies, but if I stand in its path, it is going to attack me when it tries to move into my tile, like so. Now conversely, if I try to move into its tile, I attack it. And you can have a variety of different weapons that all behave differently. Right now I have the starting weapon, which is the dagger, which will just attack the tile in front of me. And I also have a bomb, and the dagger can be thrown like so. Now I have no weapon and can't attack until I pick the dagger back up. So let's leave. Now the normal game is the all zones mode here, I think. And as you can see, I haven't unlocked level zone, or level 4 yet, or zone 4. Got the words mixed up a little bit there. You have different characters that you can play if you unlock them. We are playing as Cadence at the moment, who is the main character. You can also, as I said, unlock other characters through gameplay, which have different modifiers. And I haven't actually played as Eli. I haven't played this in a while. You have the Bard, which allows you to move at your own pace, which makes it more akin to other roguelikes. Dove, I don't know. Pacifism. Oh, okay. That has to be new. I don't quite remember Eli or Dove being unlocked. But anyway, you find these characters through the levels sometimes, and you can rescue them, I believe, and thus unlock them. Oh. Did not know that was a thing, but let's go back out here, and we'll go into all zones mode and try to get through as much of the game as we can before I die. You can also play local co-op as well, of course, which is kind of neat. I've done that at some point. There's the tutorial. A bunch of unlockables. Here you can practice with the weapons. There's a shortcut here. You collect diamonds throughout the levels. There's a certain amount of them, and you use those to unlock new items, like this rifle here. And if you start a new run, you lose all the diamonds you have left. But you will find new ones on each level, but you have to find them. They are sometimes hidden. But let's start the game. So, while we don't have a multiplier going, it doesn't really matter if we stand still. But once we attack an enemy, we get a multiplier going. And then it matters that we keep moving to the beat, unless we want to lose the modifier. Now we have slimes, which just jump in place. Certain slimes move in a pattern, like the blue one jumps between two tiles. The monkey there, the purple monkey, will try to move towards us and jump on us if it gets the chance. So now I have a multiplier. And if I fail to move or make a mistake, I will lose the multiplier. There's the boss. There's monkey jumped on us. You see there that these things move in a different pattern. Okay, so there I defeated the boss. I unlocked the exit. Now, ow. Here's an item. And I died. I should have paid attention to that bat. But yeah, as you can see, the game gets a bit intense because you have to keep moving to the beat. I'm currently playing with a controller because I happen to have one plugged in when I started the game. Now here you can see something interesting. You see the tiles below me? They have a side that we can see. And basically that means that there is a room past here. Now, you have a shovel that you can use to dig certain tiles. I can't dig these, but I can dig these dirt-looking ones. Now, all we found was a trap room, which is not really interesting. But sometimes you can find secrets. Now you can't do that to the sides, but here you can see we found a room anyway. Here's something. Now these buttons here are traps. They will send you in a direction and can be used to push you into things. It can also make moving around difficult because, well, you can get sent into enemies and such. I should also probably mention that the music in this game is excellent, as you would expect from a music-based game. It's the boss for this run. There are a few bosses that cycles through for each level. You get one randomly, kind of like in Enter the Gungeon. A bunch of different enemies. There we got an active item, which is used with B. There you saw a tactic you can use, which digging actually counts as a beat. Let's lose the multiplier. And you can use that to keep your multiplier going without actually moving, which you can use to time attacks against certain enemies. Now here we have the shop indicated by the golden tiles. Now we got forcibly sent to the next level because the song ended, so you do have a time limit. I'd actually forgotten about that. We go into here, we have the shopkeeper. And eventually, something is going to happen. It slightly depends on the song. There we go. The shopkeeper is singing. If you move away from the shop, or move away from the shopkeeper, it's going to cycle or fade into a version of the song without the shopkeeper, or the track without the song in it. And you can buy the soundtrack for this game as DLC. And you get versions of these songs, both complete with shopkeeper song and without. Here we have a shrine which can has an effect that you can get if you activate it. I don't really want to slowly lose health, so I'm not going to use that one. There's a bunch of different shrines to do a variety of things. Dang it. But yeah, I really like this game. Ow. Once you get a hang of the timing, it becomes a little bit easier. Manage to maintain a multiplier for the entire run. I can't afford any of that. Not sure if I would... Oh, one thing you can do, actually. Should probably count as stealing, but, you know. You can actually find better digging equipment as well. You find better shovels or pickaxes. Okay, we upgraded to a titanium dagger, which does 2 damage instead of the 1 our regular dagger does. Could be useful. find the boss. This button, by the way, will speed up the song. There's another one that goes in the other direction that will slow it down. So you want to be careful with which one of those you step on. Let's go down to the next floor. That gold slime, I think, moves in a square sort of pattern. There are other ones that move in other patterns. I made a mistake now. I stupidly walked into a trap. At this point, I'm basically forced to wait until the song ends, because you can't go diagonally. You have to go 90 degrees. So this was probably pretty stupid of me. Let's quit to lobby, and actually forget that you have to press sideways to select. You can't press A. And let's have a look at Zone 2. As you can see, it has a different theme. Has different enemies as well. Like the doppelganger. Shopkeep. You can hear things going on in other places of the dungeon. And there's the boss. You can see the 2 diamonds to the left there as well. Let's have a quick restart of that. Now, that was poorly executed on my part. We got a bunch of bombs. Mistimed that. We have a shielded skeleton, which you can't attack head on, of course. Here's a wall mimic. Another interesting enemy. You can attack these mushrooms, which doesn't really do anything except you can use them for timing. Similar to digging. Here's a better shovel. We have a golden rapier. Now, as I said, there are different weapons and they all have different abilities. See, these golems take quite a while to move. There we got a spell. once you figure out the strategy for each enemy, they are generally pretty easy to defeat. Well, okay. Oh, jeez. Right, this happens sometimes. That was an unfortunate spawn, but okay. Well, as you can probably tell, I'm not very good at this. Because, look at it. I haven't played this in quite a while. The doppelganger is generally not very dangerous unless you make a terrible mistake. I don't really have enough gold for any of that. But now I do. Did I take damage there? Oh yeah, you can attack them head on, but they just drop their shield. It's more efficient to attack them from the side. Oh, I get a bomb spell. Which means I get... infinite bombs, technically. Except... well, you recharge your spell power, or mana, or whatever you want to call it, by attacking enemies or killing enemies. If you cast a spell, for example, if I use the bomb spell there, you can see I can cast it again for health, or I can kill a certain number of enemies to recharge. Bomb. Ah, dang it. Almost got that. Well, that was terrible. Okay, let's have a look at Zone 3. Now this is a little bit interesting, has a completely different theme of frost and fire. Again, different enemies. Bunch of different mechanics. That was stupid. The music changes genre when you go from the cold to the hot side, which is interesting. Those are always tricky, those goblin things or whatever they are. I like that you get to see a replay of how you died. think that might be new since I played last. Boss, obviously. I threw the dagger in the completely wrong direction there. Where did that go? Oh dear. Since I don't have a weapon, I can't attack. Well, that was entirely my fault, obviously. Okay. Yeah, I need some more practice to get back up to where I was with this game. Okay. Didn't mean to actually do that, but the ice, of course, forces you to yeah, purple goblins are always incredibly tricky to time correctly. Yeah, the Banshee makes you kind of deaf for a while, which makes timing things correctly bit tricky. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here. I pretty much showed most of the things I wanted to show. There's a lot of... I guess I could show a different weapon, because I never really got anything except the dagger. For example, my favorite weapon, the Harpier. If we take that into... we can fight another zombie. Right. So the Rapier, or Harpier, allows you to attack an enemy as you step towards them. But you can also attack one you're standing next to as normal. And it is probably my favorite weapon, because it is incredibly swift and you are in much less danger using that compared to a weapon that requires you to be standing. Now, of course, there are other weapons that have great range and similar, like the longsword. Of course, the daggers can be thrown. This attacks slightly to the side, so the whip. And all of these do other things. With the crossbow and the bow. You have different weapon tiers as well, of course. Some do different things, like the blood one gives you health after a certain number of kills, I think. The glass one will shatter. Base is just your regular default tier. Obsidian, I don't remember what it does. Titanium does a lot of damage. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Here you can buy a one-time item that you will automatically get at the start of your next run directly into one of these zones, I think. There's some information you can get here, lore. I'll let you discover that for yourself if you decide to try this game out. And here is where I'm actually going to end the video. And I will see you in the next one.